Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So as promised in the previous video, I am going to learn and tell you guys how to do this tactical fight at the end of the Spotted Dofus questline. Now, I've already pre-recorded this so I could explain to you guys a little bit more clear how this fight works. So, as you see here, you go into the fight, you have 50 HP, 10 AP, 1 MP and a couple of spells. There's 20 of these ghost-like figures that spawn on the map. 10 are black and 10 are white. The goal of this fight is to get them all in the same color, so either all black or all white. Doesn't really matter which one of the two, but I highly suggest you to just pick one color at the start of the fight and stick with it. It is not possible to change halfway through the fight because you will not have enough HP left to finish the fight if you do that. So let's go over the spells real quickly. I hope you guys can see it well. The first spell you get, you can cast it on one of the ghosts. If the ghost is black, you push it by 1 cell. And if the ghost is white, you pull it by 1 cell. Now on the cell that the ghost will arrive, everything in line with that cell will change to the opposite color. So let's say, for example, I am casting this first spell on this one. So it's black, so I'm gonna push it to this cell over here. And everything in line with this cell will turn to the opposite color. So this guy over here will turn to white, and this one over here as well. Now, you have to keep this in mind because this is going to be very important throughout the fight. The second spell is basically like the rogue spell where you swap with a bomb. So you can cast it on one of the ghosts and it will swap positions with you. And it will change color on the cell where it arrives. So let's say where I'm standing here, I'm casting that spell on this black guy. I will swap places with it, it will turn white, and everything in line with it will turn to the opposite color. Now the third spell will boost yourself 3 MP for 2 turns, but it will cost you 5 HP. The fourth and the fifth spell are basically like kind of healing spells, but also help you throughout the fight. Now, one of them will spawn a black ghost, and one of them will spawn a white ghost, and each of them will also heal you 2 HP. So let's say throughout the fight, you are walking towards one of the ghosts because you want to do something. These two are off cooldown if you don't have anything to do. So you best off casting one of them to heal yourself 2 HP. Because you basically lose 1 HP every turn and for every spell that you cast. So yeah, your HP is gonna go down very quickly. So let's say you are going for the all black. So let's say you wanna make them all black. And at one point you don't have anything to do, but this is off cooldown. You can just cast the black one somewhere in the corner where it doesn't bother you, and it will heal you 2 HP. Now you can also use it to cast and then push or pull, depending on which one of the two you cast, to turn one of the other ghosts into the opposite color. Now I will show you guys that throughout the fight. So let's go over the fight and tell you how to win this. So basically, yeah, on turn 1 you're going to check what the best strategy is in terms of which color you want to go for. So right now, I'm basically deciding, okay, I'm gonna go for black. The reason I'm going for black is because you have to really look at the top left over here. The ghosts that are over here are very hard to turn because it's very tricky to reach them because of this blocking, this blocked area. So because these two are already black, I decide to make the others all black as well. So right now I see that this one is white, and in line are also two white ones. So at this point I know if I pull this one, these two will both turn black. So that's basically what I'm gonna do just to start out, and basically, like, you have to just try a couple of times before you get like good spawns. Because if you get like a spawn where multiple ones spawn over here close to each other, you might as well leave and start over, because it's a very weird and awkward spawn pretty much. Like, you want as least as possible monsters over on this side. So basically, yeah, I pull this one, turns black, and now the whole line turns black as well. So this was actually one of the best spawns that I've ever had. I've done it on multiple characters. So let's go over this part. So this one is already black, but yet I still push it to turn it white. The reason for that is because then I can pull it again, and it will turn this one black. Now I didn't see the one on top here actually, so it was kind of a mistake as well. It's kind of blocked by the big balls. So yeah, this one turns white right now. So I have to keep in mind that I still have to turn this one. So let's go for, I think, let's see what I'm doing over here. Don't really remember, because this was pretty much my most luckiest run that I did compared to the other runs on my other characters. So let's see what I'm doing. So I think I'm gonna cast one. Yeah, I'm gonna cast a now this was actually a mistake. So what I should have done, I should have actually casted a white one on this cell and then pulled it so that everything would become black. But I actually messed up here and casted a black one. Now the idea is like I push it and everything in line becomes black, but now I'm still stuck with this one, which is white. So but I think, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I pulled it to make it black again, but now the bottom ones are still white, so I have to turn them later on. But like at least I recovered pretty quickly. So like this is pretty much what you want. Like it took me only like a couple of turns before the whole left side of the map is turned already. So I got quite lucky with spawns. So if you got bad spawns, you might as well leave already. Like, you need good spawns if you want to do this fight easy. So what I can do is put a black one over here and then push it so it gets between these two, and it will turn these two both to black. That's what I could do. Now let's see if I actually do that as well. Yeah, so it's basically the same. So I either put a black one over here, push it, or what I actually did is put a white one here, and then I'm gonna pull it. So it will turn the other two into the black ones. So now I have 3 of them left. Now this is very important, because this is basically what will win you most of the fights. The second spell that you get is very easy and a good way to win you the fight. Now I used it here where others are in line, so you have the top one is now back to a white. So now it gets pretty tricky actually. But what you can do, so let's say you are at a cell where nothing is in line with you. So let's see if I can actually, yeah, at this point there's not really anything. So let's say this line over here, right? So let's say I'm over here at this particular cell. So if I'm at this cell, nothing is in line with me. So if I then use the second spell to swap with something, it's basically a free turn, because I don't have to worry about anything in line. So if that's the case in your game, then you have to use it to your advantage. So right now the top one got turned back to white, so I had to push this one to make this one black again, because there's no way I'm gonna ever reach that again. But it also turned this one to white again, but I don't think that really matters. Also turned this one to black, so now I'm gonna pull this again, I think, or am I not? No, I'm not gonna pull it, because I got like 30 HP left, so I should just use the second spell, honestly. Now when I did them on my other characters, it went a lot quicker than this, because I actually decided to use the second spell a lot more often, and also the MP buff. Like you see, like you see here, I pushed it, turned this one to white, but then I pulled it again to turn them all to black again. So at this point there's only 2 white ones left. So now I decide to put a ghost here. Now what I should actually do is put a white one, then pull it, because it's a lot easier, because I will only lose 1 HP if I just pull it. But if I now I have to like push and then pull, so I basically lose 1 extra HP. So if you do it like this, where you place something to turn one of the ghosts, so I actually even put the wrong one, so it's very stupid of me. But yeah, if you do something like that, make sure you place the right color of ghost. So here, basically this is where I won the fight. So if I go here, where I go, there's only 2 white ones in line with me, and it's also the 2 last ones. So at this point I can just place a white ghost, then swap with the ghosts on the cell that I am, and then it's basically GG. So now they're all black. So yeah, that's the thing, is with the being in a line with something, you have to really watch out for that, and yeah, just keep an eye on everything that's in line with you, and whenever there's like a free cell, make use of the second spell where you swap with a ghost. So I really hope this helps you guys out with your fight to obtain the spotted Dofus. If you have any questions regarding this fight, let me know in the comments below. I will make sure to answer your questions. And other than that, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and goodbye.